milk feeding boy. And he's got a pail with what do you call this?
Nipples.
Nipples. Yeah. Wala pa pong laman yan, no? Pinipwesto nilang. So everybody is assigned a nipple. We'll ask Jim Clem, what does he feed his does during the pregnancy?
Well, they just get hay, alfalfa, good quality alfalfa, lots of protein, grass, good grain, and wait till the babies come.
How long would it take for the pregnancy? Did you say 5 months?
Right at 5 months.
Okay. And during the 5-month period, when the does are pregnant, do you separate them from the herd?
After 3 months, we pull them out, dry them up, and then 2 months before they kid, we vaccinate them, deworm them, give them selenium and vitamins, and then a month later...
Did you say you deworm them at 3 months of pregnancy?
We deworm them a month before they have kids.
A month before they have kids?
Yeah.
Would it not affect the pregnancy?
No.
Because there are some people who believe that if you deworm pregnant does, they might lose the kids.
Never had them lose the kids. Like to make sure there's no worms in there when the kids come, you know.
What dewormer do you use?
We use a safeguard wormer. It's kind of a mild wormer.
Is it injectable or
No, it's by mouth.
by mouth?
Yeah.
Also, it's liquid.
Yeah.
What's the brand again?
Safeguard.
Safeguard.
Yep.
That's a soap brand in the Philippines. Okay, so at 3 months of pregnancy, you separate them. You place them in these kidding barn. Is it?
No, we just pull them out of the milk lineup and put them out on another pasture to dry up.
Okay. No. I mean, at 3 months of pregnancy, when they're about to give birth,
When they're about to give birth, we bring them in, put them in stalls.
these stalls
Yeah.
like this. So it is in here that you deworm them.
No, we go out, we separate them out of the milk herd, put them in a different pasture, and then we bring them all in the building in the back, deworm them, vaccinate them, give them their selenium, and then we put them right back out.
Selenium is given at 1 month of pregnancy.
We give them to them the 4th month. A month before they kid, we give them the selenium, make sure there's a lot of selenium. We're in a low selenium area. Some places you don't have to, but we do.
Okay. And selenium is what? Administered through oral?
No, it's injectable.
Injectable?
Yeah.
So where can I buy them in the Philippines? None?
I don't know. You can get it here, but we go to the veterinarian to get it.
How much selenium do you give?
I give the babies when they're born, they get a half cc of, it's called BOSI. It's like 10% of the selenium we give the mature does, and I give the mature does, it's a MUSI, it's the same thing, but just stronger, and I give them 1 cc of it.
1 cc, okay. So, my dear friends, ito po yung kidding barn ni Jim. And later, we will talk to him about rearing the baby goats, no? The doe kids and the buck kids, no? Kasi ang ginagawa na rito, sineseparate na yung baby from the mothers, no? So that they can milk the mothers. And titingnan natin kung anong ginagawa nila to rear the babies. So to recap, Jim, right after determining that they're pregnant, on the 3rd month you place them in the kidding barns like this?
No, on the
Not
3rd
yet?
month, we pull them out of the milking parlor lineup and put them in.
Why do you milk them?
We milk them right up to the 3rd month of pregnancy. Then we start drying. We get them dried up,
Okay.
so they can build their selenium and be ready for the next batch of kids.
Okay, now I get it. Because most of these does actually do not stop milking until they're about ready to give birth again.
Yeah, and then we have to make a lot of them dry up, or they won't dry up.
Okay, all right. So
Some does will dry right up after you breed them, but that if you're running a dairy, you need all the milk you can get.
she wants to be a star of the show.
Yeah.
All right. So yun po ang advice ni Jim Clem. Ang kanyang pagkain simple lang, hay, alfalfa, and what else?
We give them a lot of good grass.
Good grass.
Yep.
Okay. In the Philippines, we have a lot of good grass actually. And you don't use silage.
No.
No, you don't. No. Okay. This time we will ask him what do they do to the kids right after birth?
Well, we get them out and take them. We pasteurize colostrum as we get it, and the kids are taken from their dams, and they get clean colostrum, and they get selenium, and they just get a place to start eating and grow.
So on at what stage do you get them out of the mother?
The minute they're born.
The minute they're born.
Yeah.
And you feed them milk right away.
Colostrum.
Colostrum.
Yep.
All right. How long do you feed them with colostrum?
Well, we make sure they get 4 feedings of good
Do
colostrum.
you process the colostrum first? Do you pasteurize it before
Yes, I
feeding?
pasteurize the colostrum first.
How long does it take to pasteurize the colostrum?
Colostrum's harder to pasteurize than milk, but you got to reach a temperature of at least 135, but not much hotter than that, or it kind of cheeses up on you.
All right.
But you want to reach 135 and maintain 135 for an hour.
All right. So with these kids right now, how long do you feed them with milk?
Once the colostrum's through them, we mix the last batch with some with milk and kind of dilute it, and then they go to straight milk, and then we feed them 4 times a day when they're born until about a week old, and then we go to 3 times a day and feed them till they're 8 to 10 weeks old.
All right. So Charlie's about to feed them, right? Charlie,
About to
Right
feed
here.
them.
can you start feeding them?
Yeah.
All right. So this is Charlie.
Hello.
The milk feeding boy. And he's got a pail with what do you call this?
Nipples.
Nipples. Yeah. Wala pa pong laman yan, no? Pinipwesto nilang. So everybody is assigned a nipple. Yung isa nakawala. Okay. So no, there's already milk in it, no?
Yeah.
So there's milk in it, and each of them has a nipple, and Charlie makes sure that each one of them would have an assigned nipple. How much do you feed?
Right now we don't have enough milk, so we've been feeding like a gallon for each of the goats.
They're getting a gallon for the noon feeding. It's hot, and I didn't get enough milk pasteurized. But we try to
A
make
gallon for what? For each of
We
them?
try to make sure each of them get 20 ounces of feeding.
20 ounces.
They're
Okay.
getting a little less today because of I didn't pasteurize enough milk.
All right. So these kids, how old would they be?
I'd have to look, but I think they're about 5 weeks old right out.
So look at how they actually consume the milk. And the others are still waiting for their turn. They're licking their tongue. Look at that. Okay, done. It looks like they haven't had their fill yet. So Charlie shakes the milk. And the milk feeding lasts for how many weeks?
8 to 10 weeks.
8 to 10 weeks. Then you start weaning them.
Start weaning them, yeah.
All right.
Most of them are going about 10 weeks.
All right. So when do you start feeding them with hay or liquid?
These are already eaten right now.
Okay. Here's another batch. These are bigger, no? Okay. So, bawat isa po sa kanila may
She's bigger than the
nipple.
rest.
Yeah. But the same age?
No, she's
Older. Okay.
She was premature. She was
Oh, what are you doing?
quite a bit premature, and we just barely saved her.
But this could be 6M Galaxy, judging by the color.
She is. She's out of a king daughter and a veteran's Doolittle Raider.
All right. So, Jim, what challenges do you face in raising baby goats?
Well, around here, there's a lot of different challenges because we're in a cold climate and our climate fluctuates. One day you'll hit 75, 80 degrees, and that night you'll be down to 30
So you would have case of pneumonia.
cases of pneumonia.
What's your mortality?
What's that?
What's your mortality rate?
We don't have a lot of mortality rate because we stay right on it. If you catch them quick with a good antibiotic, they pop right back the next day.
All right.
You just got to catch them quick.
Okay. Any special tips on how to take care of the kids?
No, just a good antibiotic. We use an antibiotic called Draxin, and it's like a 5-day drug, and it's a good antibiotic. It wipes it out pretty good. If they're savable, it'll do it.
What are the signs of pneumonia?
They don't eat well. They get on the.
Body temperature?
If you check their temperature, I look at them and I can tell. I just can see it. I don't know. They just kind of stand a little humped up, and they don't go after the nipple like they usually do. You know, if they're used to drinking down 20-ounce bottle and they suck it down quick, and one day they don't, that's the time to give them a shot before they're not drinking anything.
What do you use?
It's an antibiotic called Draxin.
Draxin.
Yeah, it's an expensive antibiotic, but it saves them.
All right. Okay. So the last batch of the bigger ones being fed.
You see how they're all waiting for their bottle? They're waiting for their milk. If there's one standing over there not coming, there's something wrong with it.
Okay. Okay. So everybody goes for the milk. It means that they're okay.
Yeah, if they're not starving and jumping after that milk, there's something wrong with them.
All right.
See,
So
like her, she's not really drinking very well.
this girl. Yeah.
So she'll get a shot today.
And this one might need a shot too.
This one too.
You gotta get on, kid.
We got hot yesterday and
All right.
the day before. Slide that one's head over.
So those are the tips given to us by Jim Clem in raising these beautiful kids.
Yours is right here, William.
Thank you.